I'm Ron Elving at NPR. Welcome to my office hours. Today we're going to talk about how you punish a senator. Traditionally, the Senate has two options: censure and expulsion. But no one has been censured in nearly 30 years, and no one has been expelled since, wait for it, the Civil War. But now sexual harassment and assault allegations have reached Capitol Hill, not for the first time, but in an atmosphere far less tolerant than has been historically the case. Now, the Constitution tells us each chamber of Congress shall be the judge of its own members' elections and qualifications, and that they can be disciplined for disorderly behavior. It doesn't say whether the behavior needs to have happened after they were seated in Congress, but as a practical matter, no one has ever been disciplined for behavior prior to their election. An expulsion would require 2/3 vote of the whole Senate. And if that sounds like a high hurdle, believe me, it is. That's why the last time the Senate actually voted to expel somebody, the offense was supporting the Confederate Rebellion in the 1860s. Since then, nada. In fact, it's been 75 years since the Senate even tried to vote on an expulsion. Proceedings have begun against 18 senators who were not expelled, although 6 of them did resign. The latest senators to do that were John Ensign of Nevada in 2011 and Bob Packwood of Oregon in 1995. Both those cases, by the way, involved allegations of sexual improprieties. The Senate does have a lesser disciplinary option called censure, and it only requires a majority vote. But it's been used even less often than expulsion, just 9 times in all the nation's history. The latest censure came in 1990 against Senator David Durenberger of Minnesota. He was accused of improper reimbursements for certain kinds of expenses and donations. Censure doesn't carry any penalty other than the public shaming, although it does tend to signal the end of one's political career. Only one of the 9 senators who were censured was ever reelected again. So will censure be back for an encore in the politically and emotionally charged atmosphere of Washington in 2018? It's an election year, and this time the drama may be starting well before the first primaries. So I'm Ron Elving at NPR. Thank you for coming to my office hours.